Alrighty, here we go, guys. Got a fresh order in for you. Looks like I went a little bit crazy, and I probably did. Got a really big announcement to make. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but I'm going to keep teasing you guys. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to be excited. Oh, first, the fish. Let's see what we got today. First thing out of the box, we got itty bitty banded sharks. Saw they looked like they're pretty small on the list. I don't think I've ever seen them this small, but they're cute. And actually pretty good price. They're a good pond fish when they get 3 feet, but at this size they make good tank pets. Next up, we got albino rainbow sharks. Got to looking, realized I was low on sharks, so today we got banded sharks, albino rainbow sharks. I think we got more sharks in here too. So let's see what we got. Aha! This is reticulated hillstream loaches. These guys are kind of on the small side, but not tiny. Good patterns. We like to keep those in stock whenever possible. Love reticulated hillstream loaches. Oh, speaking of loaches, these are medium loaches. These are actually a special order for this week, but we can get them in this size. I usually try to get a big batch of them when I can, but I can't get them from that company right now. So right now we just brought in a special order on those mediums. Next up we have Corydoris trilineatus, or what most people refer to as a Julie Cory. Of course, a true Julie Cory is a fish that's really hard to breed in captivity. Not possible, but hard. So the trilineatus are a nice spotted Cory. Good choice for a community tank, relatively inexpensive. Next out, we have more sharks. These are roseline sharks. Another thing I usually buy in bulk also. I've got a pretty good price on these guys, and they got a good size to them too. So roseline sharks in stock. And that's it for box number 1. Alrighty, here we go at box number 2. Let's see what joy we can uncover here. First up we have, oh, these are neons. Nice big neons. A little bigger than what we've been getting. I'm going to hold the $2 price, even though I paid a little more for them, but you guys seem to like the $2 neon price, so I'm going to give you a $2 neon price. Alrighty, next up we have more sharks. These are regular rainbow sharks. We had the albinos before, now we've got the regular rainbow sharks. Good size on them. The reason I don't stock a lot of those sharks generally is because they have a tendency to outgrow most people's community tank and start causing trouble. If you've got a 4-foot tank and semi-aggressive fish, they should do okay for you eventually. These here are glass cats. Another fish that get a little bigger than most people expect. Ones I have in, I've got a couple left that are about twice this size. These guys are closer to what you normally see. A nice 1.5-inch fish. Great schooling fish that you can see through. Next up, we have a pleco. You all know how much I love plecos. This is an L48 Golden Cloud. I get these when I can. I really like these guys. They're a larger 10-inch-ish algae-eating pleco. They got a nice pattern to them. You see the black bars in there. They won't have that when they're not stressed out. They'll be more black all over with the yellow spots. Similar in look to a gold nugget, really. But good algae eater, and they'll survive in a bigger, more aggressive tank. Guppies. Got a couple guppies coming today. These are koi tuxedo guppies. Haven't had these in for a while. Some of them look a little on the small side, but we've got nice pairs of koi tuxedo guppies. Next up we have rummy-nosed tetras. It's a restock on these guys. Nice size. Oftentimes I'll get them about half that size, so it's a good time to pick up rummy nose. Of course, they'll get rummy on the nose when they get in the tank. Let's see, more sharks. Red tail sharks. These are a little bit smaller than the rainbow sharks. Cute little fellas. Remember though, they get probably 4 inches plus average, even bigger than that sometimes. When they're little, you can do them together, but typically just one of those guys per tank. Otherwise, one beats on the other. Let's see. The other set of guppies here. These are the snakes and, golden snakeskin guppies. Nice batch of guppies there. Been getting the green snakeskins, but we got the golden ones this time. Well, they're half a box hidden in the bottom here. If I can get it to give up its secrets here. Put these in there to keep the one level from crushing the other. Get out of there in jail. I don't know. See, it's in the bottom of the box. Mono shrimp. Good size on these guys. These are your standard mono shrimp, and they're the standard size, much bigger than the last group we got. Essential for your planted tank. You definitely got a planted tank. The monos are your friend for getting rid of the hair algae. Down lower we have. Oh, we're gonna be able to see them. See him in there. This is a hairy puffer. He's in a bag, in a cup, to make sure he doesn't bite his bag. There he is. Little guy this time, about a quarter the size of the last one we got. They're such cool little fish. And a hairy puffer. We had some cichlids on this order. These are baby monsters. These are dovi or wolf cichlids. Somebody was asking me about those last week. And sure enough, we have dovi cichlid. Remember though, they take a lot of room. Those are a very large cichlid. Next is cherry barbs, the opposite of the spectrum. Only get to about an inch. Not an aggressive fish. Good at eating blackbeard algae, which makes them a great community fish in just about any situation. Cherry barb. And then powder blue dwarf grammies. Restock on these. We had a nice group in a couple weeks ago. Pretty much sold them out, so we got you some more. Looking good. Nice fat bodies. Maybe a little bit smaller than the last batch. But good looking fish. And then more cichlids. These are keyhole cichlids. Haven't had these in a really long time. Got a pretty good price on them. If you've been looking for a keyhole cichlid, a neat, small, medium cichlid, not as aggressive as what you think of for cichlids. Super cool, round, very fun fish. Bigger than like a curviceps for some of you dwarf cichlids, but smaller than, well, those wolves or other hard snowbirds. Sid monkeys. These are dwarf chain loaches. I always call them Sid monkeys because the scientific name kind of looks like that. Great snail patrol. They like to be in groups. I got a small group of them here. Don't get particularly large, so a much better choice for your community tank than most of your loaches. If you're looking for snail patrol, look no farther. That's a neat fish to have. And then more plecos, because you know I love plecos. These are one of my favorite, less expensive plecos. They're an omnivore. They'll actually eat some algae, definitely other wood and other things for them. But they're kind of a green background with yellow trim to their fins and just a little bit of spotting. And they're a smaller guy, maybe 5 inches. And they run under 20 bucks. So, you know, anytime you can find a fancy pleco under 20 bucks, that's a deal. And the last thing out of this box, we have more cichlids. These are platinum cichlids, or Muscaheros argentinus. Another one that I've got somebody looking for. Should have some extras on that. Fun fish. Actually got a good price on those. Not a bad size. Not huge, but not tiny. Last one for this box. Alrighty, here we go with box number, well, I guess it would be 3. The other one had 2 parts to it. First thing out of this box is feeder guppies. Not bad size for feeder guppies. keep those in stock. I think this is more of the same. Yep, we have a couple hundred feeder guppies. Need guppies, we got them in stock for right now. Next thing is long-fin blue-eyed bushy-nosed plecos. It's a mouthful. And they look really good. Nice size on them. I think these are maybe 20% bigger than the last group, which really makes a difference on these because when they ship them the next size smaller on these, they've got such tiny little bellies, they don't always ship well. But these guys look amazing. We still got a pretty good price on those. Next we have angels. These are marble angels. Looks like somebody didn't make the trip, but for the most part they look pretty good. Nice size on these. To continue to send them as a small medium rather than a small, which is a pretty decent size. Good looking fish. Next is the other bag of bushy-nosed plecos. These are the blue-eyed gold bushies without the long fins. They're about the same size minus the fins as the other guys. And a complete restock on those because we were completely out. Of course, we have the regulars, the golds, the reds, the long fins. We've got a ton of bushies right now. Another bag of angelfish here. These are like zebras. I ordered black, so sometimes they look a little more zebra-y. Nice long fins on some of them though. Good group of angels. Again, those are those small mediums. And that's it for this box. Alrighty, last box. I think I know what we got here. I was a little worried we wouldn't get them because I heard there might be a shortage coming up. But they are, and I am right, they are blackworms. Long big bag of blackworms. Oh, it looks like I got some plants in here too. Better pull that apart and see what we got. Ordered 3 pounds of blackworms. Make sure we'd have plenty. Second here, I'll snake those plants out and see what we got. I ordered a couple of mats. A couple of things actually, but it doesn't look like they should be very much. We will see. So it is every week. We make orders and then we guess what we're actually going to get. Let's see. That is a mat of hydrocoal of Japan. Looks cool. I got a mat of the Monte Carlo a while ago and sold it before I even got it priced. These have a little wire mesh to them. I've grown them up on those. My intent was to portion these out. Let's see, we're working on that because it was pretty darn expensive to buy the mat by itself. If I portion them out, they should be pretty good. That's it for plants. I didn't sell any. I had like 4 other items of plants. I did get the hydrocoal this week. Alright guys, that's it for fish.
We have 3 or 4 of these great big common plecos in stock right now. We don't ever actually order these. We get them in private party. They're ranging in size from about 8 to 10 inches. You got huge aquaria or a pond you want to put these guys in, they'll work out for you. A little late to put them out in the pond this year because you'll have to just bring them back in again, but stock tank you keep indoors. Great big common plecos, of course. A little big for most fish tanks. A lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for them though, because they remind them of somebody they had at some point.
Well guys, that's it for this week's order. Thought I'd exit today with a little update on Martha. We haven't come over and said howdy do to my favorite girl Martha in a while. She's really excited about her upcoming news. Something very big is about to happen. You're all going to be happy, I'm sure, because I am ecstatic, and I'm going to start making announcements about that soon because things are getting ready to rock and roll. A very big new thing. If that isn't cryptic enough for you, stay tuned. Maybe I'll have something up tomorrow. A little more concrete into exactly what's coming.